A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and baby, they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widow bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells us so, well, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off his shoes, and I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage Bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die." Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. That's not how it used to be, when the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, in a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned, and while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. And they were singing, "Bye bye, Miss American Pie." Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die." Well, helter-skelter in the summer swelter, birds flew off that fallout shelter, 8 miles higher, falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. Players tried for a forward pass, but the jester on the sideline in the cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, Lord, but we never got the chance, 'cause as the players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? And They were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. And then we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flame climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. And he was singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I